Okay, hello and welcome to the first version of Jen Estroff's video voter guide. I've done a written one a couple times. We're going to see how this goes. It's going to go fast. If you've got other questions about specific judicial races or legislative races, give me a call. But we're going to go through the state ballot for Washington State, and we're going to talk a little bit about some Seattle issues because those are the ones on the ballot in front of me. Always happy to talk about anything else, Facebook me, tweet, whatever it is. So here we go. First initiative on the ballot for the state of Washington is Initiative 1351. A lot of folks are going to vote yes. It's about class size reduction, and that's fine. The reason I'm voting no is because of what the Children's Alliance has said about it. I'm concerned that there's no funding source. Again, a lot of people just say the legislature needs to step up and make more moves to actually get this covered, but it wasn't written specifically to address the opportunity gap. So I'm voting no. No hard feelings about however people vote. This is going to get used against me when I'm for office either way, but that's the reason I'm personally voting no. It's the opportunity gap issue. Initiative 591, that would actually remove our state's rights to be able to set different standards in the federal government. It's about gun responsibility, so I'm voting no. Initiative 594, about gun responsibility, us being able to set our own measures about gun responsibility and about closing background check loopholes. I'm voting yes. Advisory votes. These advisory votes are ridiculous. They're a Tim Eyman, love it, do ridiculous things. So basically, you should vote to maintain both of these because all you're saying is, yes, I believe our elected representatives should actually go and do work and make hard decisions. So whether you like the way they voted or not, you still want them to go and do their job, and they did their job. So vote to maintain both of these advisory votes. All right, now we move into... There's a whole bunch of different folks. So for Supreme Court justices, let's move over here. Okay. So for Supreme Court justices, Mary Yu, yes. Mary Fairhurst, yes, there's a lot of Marys. Charles Johnson doing a great job. Deborah Stevens doing a great job. Any other questions? Give me a call. All right. Now we are going to move straight into City of Seattle, which has a lot of fascinating things on the ballot. And again, going to try to go quickly. So there's a whole bunch of proposition ones, but here we go. City of Seattle proposition numbers 1A and 1B. This is about early learning. Before we get to 1A and 1B, the whole point is that should either of these measures be enacted into law? The answer is yes, 100% yes. If you care about how kids are doing of any race, any background, any income level, we need to be doing more to support early learning. So that's definitely a yes. The next one, I am voting for Proposition 1B. The reason is that the organizations I trust most who has to do with early learning are organizations like El Centro de la Raza and United Way and YMCA and the Washington State Association of Head Start Kneecap and the Boys and Girls Club have all done a ton of research. This is a property tax, and it will help actually fund more high quality preschool slots in Seattle. Definitely a great way to go. 1A isn't bad, but it doesn't actually talk about funding sources, and we have to start funding this for anything to move forward. Proposed city authority, Seattle Citizen Petition number 1 about the monorail. Now, I've actually been commuting into work on the monorail, and I really love the monorail. And if this was anything about a good monorail plan, I'd be all for it. But it isn't. It's about a $2 million study on a plan that like barely got on the ballot that someone sort of did in a stealth way. It's weird. So I would vote no on the monorail proposition, but I would give you and encourage you to do a definite yes. Woo, where to go? On Seattle Transportation District Proposition 1, transportation funding. Yes, we need to fund things like buses. We need to do that. So this has been my version of the Washington State and Seattle Video Voters Guide for 2014 general election. If you have any questions, give me a call, 509-859-2012. Email me, jenniferestroff@hotmail.com. I'm on Facebook, @JenEstroff on Twitter. I really hope this helps. If it doesn't, tell me it doesn't. I'd love to hear your feedback because this is a first try. Have a great rest of your day. And don't forget, vote and vote early. Here's your state voters pamphlet. With this amazing picture right there designed by a kid right here in Washington State, because it is the 125th anniversary of Washington State. You should all look at your voters pamphlet. for the Capsule Keepers and go to capsulekeepers.org, because this is what's taking up all my time. I'm a Capsule Keeper. I'm actually the board chair. We were selected in 1989, so if you're not doing anything on Veterans Day, you should come help because it's going to be great in Olympia. And don't forget, if you're in King County, you also have your King County Voters Pamphlet. Lots of information in there. Thank you so much for watching and have a great election season.